Hello everyone, I'm Jessica. Welcome back to my channel, and you're joining me for the speed build of my family's new house that we have recently moved into. We live in a 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom household. It has a living room, an eating kitchen, and a basement. And it is myself, my husband, and our 2 children that live here, and our cat Zeus, who is the king of the household. But anyways, so I start off on this lot. I think it's called Cookout Lookout, maybe. That area that I just built there with the 2 small rooms and the little hallway, that was originally 1 bedroom instead of 2, and the hallway was also part of the bedroom, which is why the hallway seems kind of cut off. You'll see when I put in the area where the stairs go, as well as the bathroom area. It's like there's 2 hallways because of the archway in the middle, but that's because it was all 1 bedroom. So anyways, we have not been living here very long, and yeah, see, this is where I start to realize I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, okay, so I save it to my library and move over to a different lot. There we go. So here I am putting it back in so that I can actually get the living room size right. So there are 2 doorways. Now, originally there were 2 doors both in the L part of that house there, the long part of the L. There was one that led into the kitchen and one that led into the living room. Now, when my great grandmother moved in, she turned the living room that I just put the French doors leading into, she turned that into a bedroom, and then turned the short part of the L that sticks out, she turned that into her living room, which is why there is now a door in my master bedroom. But yeah. So, alright, that's me building a basement. Now, our basement's not quite that big, and that little section that I just built off to the side, that is a shed. We are eventually going to repurpose that area, and it will actually become a master bathroom, an ensuite bathroom, I guess is what you'd call it. So, let's see now. Alright, so there is the foundation. Technically it is a gray cinder block foundation, but I just put on just regular brick. I think that's what I ended up leaving on. I don't remember, but no, I think I changed it to just the solid kind of whitish, grayish foundation, but yeah. So, now that deck the one I'm looking at now, that is actually what we would consider the front door or the main door, the door that leads into my bedroom. We plan to eventually take the stairs, or we plan to screen the porch in. We're gonna leave the stairs because it faces the road and the kids will get on the bus out there, but it is not the main porch because that is where we sleep. But yeah, there's this beautiful, beautiful stone patio that is just off of the porch. I'm trying to recreate it. I really hate that you can't put the floor tiles down and be able to, edge your your terrain painting. I don't remember what terrain paint I went with. I just realized that. And this took forever. This is sped up, so you guys remember that. That took for freaking ever. I was so frustrated. But I did end up getting it, and I think I just went with, did I go with stone? Okay, yeah, because our driveway is gravel. I eventually want to pave it, but for now it's just gravel. Anyways, so yeah, that is where the driveway is. And like I said, this took for freaking ever. I'm finally getting a little better at edging it without having to take 500 years going one little square by one little square. But yeah, so that is the foundation that I do end up sticking with, if I'm not mistaken. I hope so. Roofing this house was a pain in the butt, let me tell you, because it's a really low I think it's called a gabled roof. I don't remember. And then it has the half gable roof that kind of attaches to it. Yes, yes, yes. And then it also, both of the porches are covered, and the whatchamacallit has, oh God, I was so frustrated by the time this was over. I think I just, yeah, I ended up just going with one roof, even though technically it is two. So, but yeah, there we go. And adding the edging to the roofs and the green siding. Now, I hate the color of our house currently. It's a much uglier green than that, because it was just, we all got together and painted this house because it's very old and my grandmother was moving into it. So it looks like crap, and it's vertical siding and not horizontal, but wait. Yeah, vertical. I was confused. It's been one of those days today, but we're gonna add. It's got really old wood siding on it, and we are eventually going to put on some really nice siding in probably a lighter, less pea soup kind of color. So, but the insides have been basically entirely redone except for the basement. We have really nice laminate wood floors in our living room. The back half of the hall, or the half of the hallway that leads to the kids' rooms, and both kids' rooms, and my bedroom. And then we kept the linoleum in the kitchen and bathroom because it worked. We just had to get rid of the carpet because oh Lord, yeah, this is where I get frustrated. Yes, there we go. Alright, so I do not add anything extra into that little area where the stairs are. I just made the stairs too wide and left it as is. So, sorry, I keep going quiet on you guys. I do apologize. Let's see. Those are the stairs, and I tried to see if I could remove just the part that, the floor tile that's back behind the staircase, and I couldn't do that without removing it all, so I just left it the way it is. It was just simpler. I have a really, really nice brand new ceiling fan in my bedroom, and there are no ceiling fans in this game, so I couldn't go with that, so I just went with something small and simple. Yeah, okay, so those right there, those are our closets. You'll see me, excuse me, split them in half in just a moment. I do my best to make them look like they're actually closets, but, there's only so much I could do because we don't really have closets in here, but, yeah. Sure. What am I working on now? Eventually I'll get to the actual floor plan part, I guess. Yeah, there we go. I mean, not the floor plan. I mean the actual furnishing part. Eventually, I get to the freaking furnishing part. I did have to stop. It's the split in my video footage is coming up here in just a minute. I did have to stop at some point. I don't think I did anything. I started rebuilding, or I started building off screen and didn't realize I had not started recording again, so I had to undo everything and then redo it. I think it was when I started on the actual kitchen, so you guys will see that in a moment. That's why I'm pretty decisive about what I want to do about the kitchen, because I had already figured it out. Yeah, so here we go. I went with really basic white cabinets. Now, the ones in my kitchen are actually kind of a cream color, but these suited it best. They really did. So there was the cut in my footage. And my fridge, I know it's really strange to have the fridge over there, like next to the door, but we don't have a dining room. We had to have somewhere to fit a table, and the fridge was originally next to the cabinet where that table now is. So we ended up moving that. So yes. I put in 2 sinks because I have a double sink, and I can't center it there because ow, 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 cat. Oh, sorry, my cat attacked me. Anyway, so we have a Keurig there on the counter, but there's nothing like that in the game. And the microwave, I also have a toaster oven, but I think my kitchen's a little longer than this, but That was the best I could do. I don't know if I end up putting any shades on the... I don't think I put any shades on the kitchen because of where the window is. I don't remember. Okay. So, no, I don't think I end up putting any sort of curtains or shades on my kitchen window. And currently, honestly, we have the curtain rod up and we have this really hideously green curtain that is hanging on it just for the time being because I want to get some really nice shears so I can actually see out into the my grandfather's vegetable garden while I'm standing there washing dishes because I don't currently have my dishwasher. It's great. I miss my dishwasher. And then I have this really nice Moen faucet that I currently can't use because it is still in the other house and we can't take ours off and leave them with no faucet. So apparently there was something wrong with the way it was hooked up or the lines that were leading into it. So mine is fine. It's a $200 freaking faucet, but I can't have it. I'm not happy. Very, very not happy. Oh, good Lord. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, you can see that I am having a lot of trouble getting the, whatchamacallits to place. Now, I finally figured out that what I had to do was remove both. Yeah, see, that's what I had to do was remove the little ones to get the corner pieces in. But I think it worked out okay. I was so frustrated by the time that was done. Um, yeah, so that is really pretty much my kitchen. Nothing too terribly fancy. It's pretty simple, but honestly, I've never lived in a house before. I don't think I've ever told you guys this, but I grew up in part of my life I grew up in a single wide, and then we moved into a double wide. And when I moved out for a while, when I first moved out, we lived in a converted garage. I lived there with an old boyfriend, and then once I met my husband, we moved into a double wide. So this is the first time I've ever actually lived in a house. So it's really exciting, even though it's a pretty simple house and it still needs some work. It's still really exciting. Now that is the area. It's as close to the shower as I could get. It's a cast iron bathtub that's been converted to have a shower. It wasn't originally like a tub shower combo. And the cast iron tub is hideously ugly, just so you know. And I bought this really, really nice mat that goes down for when you're taking a shower. It's all comfy and slip resistant and all that. Yeah. The freaking bathtub is no longer all sleek and smooth. It's now kind of textured and rough because it's so old and it won't stick. It sucks. Yeah, we just had this really beautiful vanity put in, and that's actually pretty close to what it looks like. So, yeah. I think that's all I did with the bathroom. Pretty simple. Oh, and where I put that little laundry basket on the floor, that's actually where my washer and dryer are. That's why there's kind of an open space there. And where that tall cabinet is where my hot water heater currently is. We're moving it into the basement because we're putting in a brand new hot water heater and we're going to go ahead and put it in the basement. But for now, it's stuck in the bathroom. We're going to put some really nice shelving there for towels and such once we get that moved. But quit, Zeus. My cat thinks he owns the place. Now, let me tell you, this is really nowhere near close to the wood flooring that I have. The wood flooring that I have is absolutely gorgeous. It's a really, really pretty laminate hickory, and I love it. It's perfect. Yeah. But anyway, so my bed has a really, really pretty, it's like jewel tones of kind of a dark teal and some green, some lighter blue, some purple. It's really, really pretty and kind of satiny kind of fabric, I guess. And then I have bookshelves on either side. Those don't really look like my bookshelves, but I don't remember mine are pretty simple bookshelves. There's nothing, and they're not exactly the same either, which is why I think I put in two different ones. Yeah. So, and now the area where I am currently sitting. Now, my desk was originally an old secretary roll top desk. We just took the entire roll top part off. It's now, a completely flat top. We took the whole top piece off. So, but there's no desk that's really like that in the game. So I just went with this simple one. I was going to try to put a TV screen to, since I have two monitors, but I really couldn't. Okay, now let me explain the superheroes there. I have two stuffed toys on my earth. Well, technically three stuffed toys, but the two that I was representing there is I have a stuffed Zelda and a stuffed Link that my husband got me from GameStop as a surprise. I also have a stuffed Angora bunny that came with my pre-order of Story of Seasons. So that's why I put two toys on my desk. Anyways, the TV that I put above my on the wall above that dresser there, that is there because we oh god. My TV sits on top of my dresser, but there wasn't one that was really big enough to represent mine, so yeah. Oh, and I technically have two chest of drawers because I refuse to share closet space or drawer space with my husband because he's like a woman in the amount of clothing he owns. But I just put a mirror over there instead, and then I put some nice curtains over the windows. So, anyways, now I'm going to make these look like closets. So, you guys will get to see that. I think it's under, yeah, there we go. Okay, so I use these little things to make kind of like hanging clothes. And I put a shoe rack down as well. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that is what I end up doing. And the poor men, they really only have one type of shelf, which kind of sucks, but yeah, whatever. Now for the shoes, I think. Oh, some little boxes. I do still have some like keepsake boxes and stuff in my closet. But yeah, so and he has all of his camping crap in the closet, which is why, like I said, I refuse to share closet space. Okay, I went back in here so that I could do this. So I could add a little toothbrush thing and a little basket of bathroom type stuff. So I think it turned out pretty nice, I don't know what I'm going for here. Like, I built this last week and I really just. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, at the foot of my bed, I have a black. It's a trunk, but it also functions as an ottoman, I guess. That are extra sheets and pillowcases, and my kids' extra sheets and stuff go in. So that's what I was looking for, but there was really nothing that I could use that was going to really represent that well. So putting some little chairs out on the deck because I am a smoker, so and so is my husband, so when we smoke we have the area right outside our porch, and I have rolled over my freaking cord again. Alright, so where are we? Ah, yes, roofing the porches. Yay. Like I said, the roofing this house was a pain in the tail. Oh my lord. I don't know why I stopped there. My apologies. Oh, I do. I actually had to walk outside to look at the roof of the porch outside my bedroom. I couldn't remember if it was angled or flat or which way it was angled. Excuse me, or anything like that. So I actually had to go outside. It was pretty pathetic. Yeah, that roof intersection between the half gable and the gable roof is not perfect. The one from like my bedroom, and I keep hitting the mic, and I am so sorry, but the one from like my bedroom and the leading into the other area of the house, that is not perfect, but it works. Yeah. So oh god. Oh yeah, I textured the landscaping and then I put in some places for some trees because I do live on 8 acres of family owned land and there are lots of trees. So, let's see. Landscaping. Yeah, I got a little bored with doing the interior furnishing, so that's kind of why I stopped here. So, yeah. I do eventually go back and finish that. I can't remember if I changed the whatchamacallit. I was looking for a flowering tree to go there, but I could not find anything that was suitable because what I have, I can't remember what it is. Crap. Really, I don't remember what it is. And next to the tree, there's actually a holly bush, which is going to have to be dug up because, sticky. Ouch. I sat on one of the leaves the other day and nearly screamed. Anyway, so when my granny lived here, she actually used rocks. She would just walk around, and when she found a nice big rock, she'd bring it back, and she would line the edges of her garden beds with it. So, I put the monkey bars, but technically my kids actually have a swing set there, and it's one with a slide, and then there's a whole separate Little Tykes kind of slide thingy with a basketball hoop on the side and everything. But yeah, so anyways, we're in the living room, and I put those two brown couches because I have a sectional. It's an L-shaped sectional, and there's nothing like that in The Sims, so I went with this. And then, of course, our fireplace that is next to it. And I think I have, yeah. I hope you guys could hear me because I don't know how long my headset's been pulled down below my chin, but none of the chimneys really worked for what I wanted them to, so I ended up just doing this to make my own chimney instead. So, yeah. I think it worked out all right. So, anyway, so there's the fireplace next to the couch, and then over here across the room is the TV. And then over here, there's actually another computer desk because this is like the family computer. Technically, my son's little games, like the Publix Preschool Pals games and stuff, is installed on it because I don't let the kids mess with my $900 gaming computer. Well, that's an understatement. It was more than that, but yeah. So, and then there we have a little recliner that sits over there because it's old and my husband can sit in it when he's dirty. And then put the little tablet next to it. Technically, it's a Wii U gamepad that's next to the chair, but I figured the tablet worked. So, we don't currently have a rug in our living room either. By the way, I put that one in there because we do want to get a nice big rug that really goes with the room. But we don't have one currently. So. And on to the kids' rooms. Now, the kids' furnishings in this game are really, really kind of sparse. It was really hard to find something that really worked. But I did the best I could because my kids have a lot more stuff than it looks like in here. They've got a lot of toys and all of that. I put the dollhouse in her room as well as a toy box, though she actually has several little, canvas bins full of toys and such. So, and she has shelves on the walls that some of her toys sit on. So, same with my son's room. He has a loft bed, and the underneath, instead of being like a bunk bed type thing, he actually it's got these little curtains that tie onto the sides of it, and it makes it into a little fort. It's got windows and a door and everything else. Oh, sorry. I heard my son and I was confused. So, I put a chemistry set in his room because I think that would be something he would really adore having. But, yeah. Little backpack in his room, a wall hanging. Though I think I go back and change that because I realized the stuff I was looking for was not in there. I was looking in the wrong section, basically. Now, my daughter, she actually has a poster of Elsa from Frozen, and it has all the lyrics for the Let It Go song. And, yeah. So, my son, he's got every Pokemon map ever made, I think. So, alright, so what are we doing now? Oh, yes. I have a little shelf in the hallway because it's kind of the kids' hallway. They have a play kitchen and a play barbecue grill in the hallway. And then in the center of those, there's a shelf that has all of their DVDs, their puzzles, their books, that kind of stuff because they kind of share those. So, I blocked off half of the basement because we don't use it. There's an old coal furnace in there that we've got to move out of there and get rid of eventually. But I closed it off and I just put like a workbench and some workout equipment down here, even though we really just have my husband's workbench. So anyway, so we're reaching the end of this video, and I hope you guys have really enjoyed seeing this. And I know my commentary was probably a little boring, but I'm excited to be in a house. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.